let's see if I can get you into my wizarding ways. Oh. Remember as well, all of the classes become easier with more meta progression, obviously. The most important one is the one right at the bottom that you can see that you get free starting skills, and you can buy that twice, but you do need 1,000,000 echoes to get that. But it's well worth it. It changes the dynamic of your runs because you can already start specializing before you've hit the first enemy. I do love it so. I'm going to make things... So yeah, the only thing that we could do, just to increase things a little bit for you... Oh, yeah, you can go get some drip on.
No, go ahead. I'm just looking at stuff.
Oh, no, you carry on. You carry on.
There we go.
Nice. You need to change. We need to get you off of that. Isn't that the base level helmet? I think we need something a little bit more special. But yeah, it's one of the very defining features about this game. I mean, you've already seen it from the video that I've seen you do already. Is that graphically wise through its art style, this game is very catching. Everything looks so shiny and polished and awesome and heavy metal. And yeah, it's just a shame because all of this absolutely destroys your battery life. Or it does mine, anyway.
All right, what kind of helmet do I want?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, because you're Rico at 60 now, not Rico. There's the Rico at 50 helmet. You could go for that one, but you're at 60 now, so
I know
you can't take that one. Can't take it. Oh, and congratulations to making it to 60, dude. Good innings. Well done.
Thank you. I was pretty...
And to be still playing VR as well.
For sure.
That's awesome, dude.
I was pretty grateful to have made it. I have a lot of friends that didn't.
No, I'll bet. That's part of the reason why I say it. I've lost some at a very young age as well.
Yeah.
Helmet-wise, now, I don't know how much you've got as far as the old geodes are concerned. Well, they look very D20 to me.
I have none
those
now.
Geodes, oh, you've got 0. Oh, he's got himself a little wolf mask. Is that a wolf mask? It looks like a wolf mask.
It's a fox.
Stuff. Is it a fox? There is a wolf mask later on. Oh, and yeah, your weaponry accent's been changed as well. Lovely, very Golden Axe-like. So, what next?
So you want me to play Mage?
I'd like you to try... Well, if we get you playing everything, and then I'll play support for you. So, you've done the fighter, and I think archery is probably one of the best ones to support that way. As far as archery is concerned, I'm pretty confident that this is strong enough, providing I get the right things to solo this, but it then gives you time to practice it as well. But yeah, as I said, so if you come really far away from that and make sure you're not pointing at it, make sure you're pointing this way. So if you hold trigger, you should see the lines, and you have to pass your line through those lines, and you pass it in the direction the wind is blowing from, if that makes sense. It seems like that has made sense. So, and then try your Starfire as well, which is the other one. Perfect. So, as you can see, hopefully, when you start finding your favourite magics, providing you get given them, or you've got a good chance of getting them if you have like rerolls and starting skills, you can be very fire.
Right.
And you can be very quick. The other thing to note with mages as well is a simple flick of the wrist will fire a magic missile. And I completely forgot about that when I first came back to this game. There you go. Now, maybe cut down on the amount of singularities that you create in the space-time continuum. Otherwise, it might evaporate all your meta progression.
How do you throw a fireball?
Well, that's the thing. You can't hear, but you need to give it a bit of a flick. You can't hear because there aren't any enemy targets. Just like you can't fire off spells that would target a single enemy and are like auto-targeting.
You gotta do a
so
Guardian
see what I mean when
Leviosa,
you get in there.
swish and flick.
Well, I do believe it's Leviosa, not
yes,
Leviosa. Oh, so my missus keeps telling me.
So,
but yes, it is.
Oh, you're being a mage too? So we're dual maging this?
We are dual maging this, yes.
All right.
Now, because I have the advantage of being able to pick a couple of spells at the very beginning, and providing I get what I wanted, which I just did, we should be fine.
Can you preload any of these?
No. So but you can practice here. As soon as we hit this, and this is the same with all classes. So as soon as you or all players are on this, it zeroes your mana, and any spell prep that you've done, it gets rid of it as well.
Okay.
So we both step in, and then mana bars are going up and so on.
All right.
But what we'll try and do, the first lot of enemies are just going to be projectile-based.
Right.
But if you look at the spell that I have, which is, and it's fish, 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 and then I can go dead. And then don't worry too much on these spells for now. Just try your flick out. But you can't do it whilst holding trigger. But there we go. There we go.
But you can block too with your wand.
You can block with your wand, yes. And this flick is based on how much mana that you've got, and you can really rattle them off. But you have to be aware at all times of the mana on here, because I don't exactly know how much mana it is per flick. I feel like it's 10. Now, we do have a melee. They're the ones that we need to prioritize. That would have been great if I'd let you do it. So, what you want to be pushing into here is try and, in my advice at the moment, try and stay away from enchantments. Stick to mana abilities. And I think it's evocations.
I have mana and evocations.
Spells. Mana and evocations. Prioritize evocations at the moment, and I would say your best in class for mage are fireball for just general speed, ease of use and damage, ice for slowing the enemies down, and lightning for just stopping things in its tracks. Again, like the archer, if we can slow enemies getting to us, you can put your DPS across.
I got ice, storm, and light.
I would say ice would be your best shout there. And so now what you'll probably see is you'll have a quadrant to go up to in the top right. Try and cast Icicle. Perfect. And then you fire them off. And then if you hold it down again, we've basically got, as mages, we've got two things to work with. You need to have enough mana to cast the spell, and you need to have given it long enough to cool down to cast the spell.
Oh, okay.
But with Icicle, if I remember rightly, you should be able to just go bop, 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 and fire it. And if you can, you'll probably be able to appreciate, like with anything that has a pattern and a rhythm to it, the more you do it, the quicker you can get. So for instance, and each spell comes with, you're familiar with your D&D terms, you understand what a cantrip is.
Yep.
Heard that? So your cantrip for ice would be your Icicle, your arcanum would be your ultimate spell. So that's your cantrip, that's your quick cast, and each of the spells have that, a quick cast and an ultimate or an arcanum.
And a cooldown. I see the cooldown. Okay.
And a cooldown. So the reason why I make that distinction is some of the blessings and curses, which are on the enchantment side of things, they are So they are basically, whereas with these spells you have cantrips and ultimates, or cantrips and arcanums. With the enchantments, some have blessings, some have curses, some have both. Blessings are for you and your allies, curses are for the enemy. So I would say stay clear of enchantments for now. If you pick the right spells, you don't need enchantments. Enchantments is very good for multiplayer. I'll hopefully show you a few of the enchantments off later.
Okay.
So just to give you an idea of the power, I have storm magic. My cantrip, and this is, take note especially of how this is cast. Simple. And so, as you can appreciate, because I've played this, I'm very good at diddling my wand. So, but that's part of the reason why I think Storm is one of the best magics going. Because that area of effect, not only does it do damage, but it stuns enemies around you, giving you space to retreat. Oh, and also don't forget about this one. Just be careful with your mana reserve, especially when you haven't got many of the mana skills at the moment. It's nice to rapidly fire off the old magic missiles, but it can leave you high and dry when you absolutely have to cast spells. But these are only ones that are shooting at us, so...
I'm just basically defending myself.
Sounds fine to me. Remember as well, you can only cast Magic Missile when you're not holding trigger.
Right.
So holding trigger is for doing the motions for casting your spell. Just flicking without holding trigger is how you do everything else. How you do Magic Missiles, rather.
Fireball.
So, very good one. So Fireball, I can go through the motions with you because I have it. It's literally up, down, left, across, Fireball.
I seem to be locked into something.
Oh, okay. To cancel that, press B
Got it.
on your controller, or let go of trigger. But yeah, so up, down, diagonally up, across, Fireball, and they home as well.
Oh, that's
so
good.
Now what we want to do, sit back and rattle fireballs off at them whilst they're getting into range, and then whatever else. And it's a nice quick spell. It's nice easy pattern to learn for the most part, and it doesn't use a lot of mana, and it does a decent amount of damage. It has an explosive area and homes.
Nice.
So try and put a little distance between these guys now as well. Perfect. And that's the guy that we want to be going for. Come back, Rico. That's the guy that we want to be going for because he's a healer. Yep. And little. You. On your left. Nice.
I was just...
Now, see there all the way up that hill?
Yeah.
Launch fireballs. You only have to fire them in the general direction of, and the fireball will do the rest of the work. Outstanding. The only problem with fireball at this stage is the cooldown. But the cooldown of spells can be reduced through various ones that we get later on and other things.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Mana. So yeah, so when you have a spell, like Fireball is worth investing time into, and Ice is worth investing time into because it can slow enemies. You can get any of the skill, like you can with the skills, you can get any of them up to level 3. The higher level you get a spell up to, the more damage it does, and the quicker the spell cast cooldown is.
Okay.
Now, this will be a reasonable ask of us. I'd say we want to touch this, and you want to be moving and dashing backwards as quickly as possible at this stage. So touch the edge with me, and we go. And keep heading that way, and then launch fireballs. They'll home in now, and then start getting the next one ready. I'll take one out a second. You. Keep moving. There you go, simple as that.
All right, wand, staff, or orb?
So look at them and tell me which one would be best for you. You've probably got the same as me. Don't go for the staff. The staff makes the magic build into a little bit more melee focused, or can be. That's something I'll let you play around with. For now, I'm going to get you spell casting.
So the wand would probably be best because it reduces cooldowns.
For
Curse.
which one have you been offered? Cantrips or arcanums?
Curse. Warlock wand, curse.
No, you haven't got any curses.
Okay.
So go for the orb.
Okay.
And you point the pointer at it and hold trigger down. I only say that because I remember seeing you in the video struggling with the selection thing. But you said you played it a fair bit between now and then anyway.
I played mostly the melee stuff, though. I didn't pick up Mage since I made that video.
No, but I take it you now have a better grasp of how to pick the different weapons and how to pick them up. So the orb doesn't have any special traits other than it doubles your starting mana, and I believe it increases your mana regeneration. So it's quite a good one for your magic missiles.
Yep.
I've gone for one that reduces the cooldown of my cantrips. So now my fireballs are almost... Yeah, I need to level it up, but they're almost ready to go after the first cast, so I can just rattle through my spells quite quickly. Okay. My cantrips, anyway. Move. Just because ice works a little differently, remember that you release trigger to kind of cast ice, and then you have to fire the shots off individually afterwards. Melee dude sneaking up on our left. Try and deal with him. Move backwards. Oh no, you're okay. He's coming for me. So fireballs ready if you got them. And then fire them in the general direction of, and they will kind of do the rest of the work. Sometimes they'll miss, but you'll nailed him. Bye. Thanks for playing. But yeah, what a great game. How are we finding Magic?
Like you said, this is something that's doesn't come naturally.
No.
So it's going to take a little bit.
Of course. I'll tell you now, I think it's probably the easiest way to play the game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the most enjoyable. But
you can start casting. You can start casting Fireball before
the cooldown's finished.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you just can't launch it.
Yeah, you can start doing your maneuvers into the fire spell, and then selecting Fireball is part of that process. But yes, you're right.
I see.
Thank you. But so this is the brilliance of storm magic. When this guy gets in range, I mean, I don't even need to look at it. It does the job for me. It's just, that's the arcanum of storm, and it just takes a very long time to cool down. So, great one-shotter, but that's about it. The other thing as well is magic makes a bit of a sad noise if you try and cast it before it's ready. Do try it, it's brilliant.
Luck magic.
So that's an enchantment. I would go...
Divine luck?
I would go for... okay, divine. Do yourself a favour and take divine. This is one of my favourite things about magic. Cast levitation. It's something like down left, and then this, basically. Mm-hmm. And then let go, and then hold jump.
Oh.
So you could possibly see how that might be useful for a mage who's trying to stay out of melee.
Yeah.
But again, if Divine Sight's one of the ones that I use for messing around more than anything else. I do like it though. Not Divine Sight, Divine Magic. But yeah, it's... For me in this game, it's melee if I want to work out, archery if I'm playing seriously, and mage if I want to have serious fun. You can dive. These ones, thankfully, none of these are melee. They're all magic classes. It's the one thing that I found is a bit difficult with the orb, is it's quite difficult to block magic with. Much not as a forgiving hitbox. Fantastic for magic missiles. Really rattle them off. You should have plenty of mana. Yes, that's it.
Fire Magic 3.
Yes. So that should now, I've got reduced cooldown on my cantrips, but that should now mean that after you've cast your first fireball, you're not going to be far off being able to cast your second.
Yeah.
Probably about a couple of seconds by the time you've got it there.
Yeah.
And so just increases the rapidity. The other thing is fire your fireball off before they have finished fully spawning. By the time it gets to them, it'll then home in on them and strike them.
Okay.
Same is true with archery. You can loose your arrows before they've finished spawning, so that if you time it right, by the time they spawn, they get an arrow in the eye. And we want to be going way, way, way backwards. So moving backwards from the start as soon as we've done this. I will try and zap one of these dudes. I'm going to take their healer out of commission. Sorry, I should have said I was going for that one. Now, that guy is nasty, so stick with me so that I can keep them off of you. See me stunning him each and every time, which then just delays him whilst you're putting the fireballs in. And then that allows us to make up the distance.
Oh, missed.
That's okay. I can pretty much delay him all we need until he's finished, so. And then now you'll get a choice of orbs with gems, which will then give additional things. I'm trying to think what you'll get.
Ruby, direct spell damage.
Yep. And then the other one is Blessing and Curse, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, so go direct damage. I've got the same with my staff. It's part of the reason why I say about, to begin with, starting off keeping to, I can't remember what they call them in this, keeping to normal spells as opposed to enchantments. Because if you've got spells and enchantments, all of a sudden it's like you're looking at an absolutely massive tree of potential things that you can do. What you want to be doing is specialising in the ones that you know and then expanding upon that. So. But hey, I can't blame you for going for Divine Sight. Everybody wants to levitate above others. Who doesn't? Good. See, just a couple of wizards hanging around in the forest.
No big whoop.
Fireballs. But again, it's another. I've owned this game for quite some time now, and obviously the dev's done a lot with it. But it is one of my favourite features on this is that each style of play just feels so different.
Right.
Magic, melee, missile, and then within each of those, there are different play styles again. Of course, there's metas. You know, such and such combination of things and a weapon is arguably better than others. But I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of room for expression in this game. And we haven't even talked about the drip. Because it's all about that luck.
Oh.
Thanks. Good save, Fireball Wizards.
Ooh, shadow. Wind magic.
Yeah, the thing is, there's a lot to read through. There's a hell of a lot to this game. Because, again, like, you know, I was talking just then about how different styles, different ways to play. Then throw in multiplayer and it then becomes about party composition.
Right.
You could easily, and we've tried, having a mage specialize in enchantments that is then buffing allies and debuffing enemies. And it works really well. It can make your party super powerful.
Well, you know, for as many times as I rated in WoW, I certainly understand party composition and
yes. This guy does as well, I feel. But I would say, arguably, to begin with, melee is the line to go down to try and complete the game. As you've already proven yourself, melee, you can actually do something, whereas unless you've kind of got the knowledge of the game or the meta progression, you haven't got what you need to get deep into the game. Whereas melee, you have the tools, you just don't know how to use them yet. As you start fighting, you will.
Yep.
The way, with the amount of time that but again, it's very comparable in that respect to IVU. When me or you first started playing that game, we wouldn't have been capable of completing that right from the start without knowledge and achievements.
No.
And now you probably would be able to do it a 0% run and beat Asmodeus on cycle 1. I can see you're getting into the swing of things with that fireball because you're rattling them off nice and quick. So later on as well, as you've probably seen from part of the meta progression, you start getting rerolls, and you may have seen skills come up that say enhanced. Enhanced versions are literally just better versions of the unenhanced ones over this way. And the more meta progression that you get, the more chance you have of A, hitting enhanced ones, and B, you also unlock the ability to get rerolls later on, which then mean that you've got more of a chance of getting the skill set that you want, or the magic, or the enchantments that you want to use, or the range skill that you want. I'm going to try and zap their healer first. Where is he? There he is.
Oh.
Now, bear in mind, again, I'm going to watch out for trees. I'm going to try and call them for you, but just keep moving away and stepping backwards. This is the sucky part of being a mage, but try and keep putting distance between him and you. And do what you can. You can finish him off, that would be huge. Nice. And then I'll keep this dude slow and busy, and you keep on plugging away with the fireballs. And again, remember as well, your mana regenerates quicker when you are standing still. It's only slight with the mage, and there are abilities that change that. Good kill. Good kill.
Okay. Ooh, I'm almost dead.
Yeah, you'll be fine. So the way the game works, you haven't got any revives at the moment. I've still got a full complement of revives. The way the game works is as long as one of us survives this checkpoint, the other person will spawn back in.
Okay.
You'll also spawn back in with 300 health, as opposed to gaining 100 at the end of a section. To be fair, this is the last bit, or the last level. Guy on the left is the priority. We can nail him. Oh, look out. Move. Nice. I mean, what are they going to do against such hate?
I know, right? Ooh, I got a heal.
That one's not bad, but it doesn't work the way that you would want it to.
We're going to find out right now.
Is all I'll say. Yeah, no, by all means, take it. So don't do the trap. So you've got a heal, which basically heals the amount of damage that somebody has taken in the last, I think it's like 15 seconds.
Okay.
And then you've got a transfusion, which can be used at any time, but transfers, say, I think it's 100 life off of you and gives me 200 or something.
I don't want to do
those
that.
lines.
Sorry.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, hey, I thought we were just a couple of fireball wizards. Only want to give me a transfusion. But yeah, the heals have to be used at almost point of damage.
Right.
So they're great if you are sat back in the rear with the gear, buffing and enchanting and helping your allies.
Sure. If you're acting in a true healer role where everybody else is doing damage and you're just throwing out heal spells.
You can concentrate on that, whereas what we're doing is we're more in the battle mage side of things where we're putting out the spells. And just change my map here for a second. Right. Nice, good timing. I'm hoping you can see why I really like Fireball in this.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, easy cast, decent damage, bit of homing. You can try and get the one behind.
Yeah.
So that's the healer. I'll keep this dude busy.
I missed.
Don't do that.
Healer's dead.
Good stuff.
Oh.
But yeah, as you'll see, Magic Missile does fuck all in the ways of damage. Again, debuffing enemies and buffing either allies or yourself is the way to up that. So, and that's not too bad. The other thing to note as well is if you want to put it on, if you can put a blessing on an ally, point at them and they'll get a little arrow above their head. Same with a curse. and if you want to put it on yourself, literally either point it at yourself or point down to the ground.
What's feedback?
Which is what you did earlier. What's what?
Feedback?
Feedback? I have no idea. What does it say?
It says feedback. It's feedback and teleport.
Oh.
Let's find out.
Yeah, go for it. Again, I haven't played around with a lot of the enchantments. I know what I like, and you are limited on how many you can have.
Oh, cool. Can you see my thing coming out?
I can see the orb.
Okay, you don't see the thing coming out? Looks like chains.
Well, oh. Release it? Does it do anything? Interesting.
I just dropped it.
Feedback. Probably does damage to whatever you're pointing it at, or the enemy or something. There might be a debuff of some description if it's an enchantment.
Well, we're going to try it.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, look, I've still got it. Oh, no, now it went away.
Interesting. Now it's gone. Nice.
I missed him.
Keep going. I have every faith in you, Rico. Kill that bloody healer. Because I'm doing all my hard work. Look out, you got one behind you as well.
I'm dead.
Okay.
I have fallen. I came back with one. No, I can watch.
Two healers, that's too much. Stop it, lads. I mean, you can do cameraman. One of the other things that you can do here as well is you can interfere. You can, like, get in the way of enemies. Don't feel like you need to, though. I should be okay, providing I can kill these guys. Oh, you're still alive? How very dare you? Perfect. So yeah, now, so like we rehearsed, you died just before the end, so that then your viewers can see exactly what happens when you die and how the respawn system works. So as planned, because you died and I survived, you come back now with 300 health, and yeah, everybody's happy.
I have 210 health.
Oh. So no, in that case then it is, might be 7% of your max.
Could be.
210, something like that. I thought it was 10%. You usually come back with 300 at 15. That's not 10 though. It'd be 20%.
All right, I have to try much harder to survive this time.
No, don't worry about it. The thing is, I've got a lot more spells than you have, so... And a lot of it is gonna... Oh yeah, that's the last one. This is the boss as well, so this is like the last section of the last level. Yeah. Remember as well, this is your first time doing magic properly ever, so... But then this is where the multiplayer... So let's get immediately the hell out of here as well. This is where the multiplayer comes into its own, because hopefully you feel like you've got a better grasp of the game, because I suppose you've had time to understand it.
Dead again.
Oh no, he's got projectiles, that's why.
I was poisoned too.
not be healing, that'd be great. So, as planned again there, I died.
Okay.
And that then spawns me all the way back at this checkpoint, because I have revives.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see me. So, luring them away from that checkpoint, even if you do die, you have kind of given yourself a big advantage because you've just created a load of space. Like with the whole throwing yourself off the cliffs.
Right.
Strat. The other thing to note as well, it doesn't actually matter in a level whether we complete it or not. You are awarded per checkpoint or per node that we complete. But obviously, the more nodes and the further you go on. Speciality finish. Ready? Up. Gotta love auto aim, haven't you?
Victory.
And so, yeah, victory is ours. But then herein lies the thing that you could potentially do now that you've got a bit of a handle on magic is you can do your melee runs when you get to that, fuck me, my arm is tired, because you'll get there quite quick in this game, or you'll get knackered, back, play a little bit of Mage. And then, you know, and if you want to get your bow on, you've got it there for that as well. So.
Nice.
You'd probably be able to do a little bit more of the meta progression now.
Yeah, a little bit. I've maxed out Constitution, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I can do is stamina at this point.
So what stamina does, normally you heal 100 per checkpoint you successfully complete. And now you've got it up to probably 150. So now you'll heal 150.
115.
Per checkpoint. So 115. It'll keep you alive a little longer if you're taking damage as a melee user, at the very least. So, did you want to try another weapon set, sir?
I think I'm going to be done for now.
Yeah, no, that's cool, dude.
But I'm going to break this into 2 different videos if that's cool with you.
No, that's fine, mate. Hey, I'll do another one with you if you want. If you want to come back and show me what you've learned.
Yeah, we can.
In a future video.
Sure.
But the one thing that I would say is, you're in my Discord now, aren't you?
Yep.
We've obviously got lots of people that you'll know that play this. Everyone's always hankering for a game of this because there's a grind on. There are ways to kind of cheat the grind, but it's kind of like doing what you do with Dungeons of Eternity, speed running those dungeons to get up to 60, and it's like you only do that when, you know, you need to do it because it's kind of not game over at that point, but there is what we've done tonight is the game, and then there is a little bit more end game content, and I'm hoping there's more to come. But obviously, free to play, and if the dev gets the support that he needs, he's added quite a lot to this game from when it was bought already. So
yeah, well, it's pretty great. The visuals are great. The gameplay is great. I don't think I would ever solo Mage. I just don't think I can do that. But
remember that the number of enemies will be halved, and. Come and grab the staff a second. I'm hoping that you get storm magic. But you remember as well, you have to grab either the same weapon or a new weapon each run. You don't get to take what you had. But come over here. What magic did you get?
Supernova Starfire.
Okay, cool. But yeah, when you get storm magic as a starter, keep checking the staff and you'll see what I mean. But just by going like that, you then create an aura around you, and then when you let go of trigger, you cast that aura. It does damage and it stuns everything. When you get it up to level 3, you can do it so quickly. That's how I just completed that level. Backing up, cast, cast, cast. They can't get close enough to you to damage you. And I suppose it's what this game's all about. Find something that you are comfortable with, increase your meta progression, which then allows you to start experimenting. I sucked with magic when I first played this game. Didn't have time for doing all the combinations, didn't have an easy life of it because of meta progression as well. You only get to start off with 1 spell. I can potentially start off with 3, or 1 leveled up really high, or enhanced spells, and it's all more damage output.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's all good.
All right.
But yeah, by all means, have we actually been playing that long? Have we? Flies by in this game. It does.
Well, listen, I appreciate your help so much. That there's a lot of information about this game that is just not readily available, I don't think. So,
yeah. I wonder what pair of fire mages could come in and sort that sort of situation out. Eh?
How many?
Wonder who.
Do you have a bunch of tutorial videos?
No, not yet. But I hope to do some.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a chat with the dev, and I don't want to ask him for too much at the moment because, you know, I've only started doing it. One of the things that we are doing, which I'll shamelessly plug, is we're doing, and I expect you now to be in attendance as well, but the meta progression, not the meta progression, the purchasable currency that you can use to buy the armor sets over there is, I'm giving 5 lots of that away every Wednesday for, I think, the next 2 weeks now. So yeah, come along, try and win yourself some gems, and then you can wear a level of drip the likes of which God can only appreciate. But hey, thing is, this is the best part about it as well. By doing a run, you can earn one of those gems each and every day. So as long as you enjoy the grind and you don't mind putting the time in, you need to spend exactly 0 dimes on this game. But then, you know, I'd like to think that there's people that will know that, appreciate that, and want to support the developer by chucking a couple of shekels his way. So
yeah, well, that's my problem right now. Is the only time I have a chance to play is pretty much on the weekends. Today's a bank holiday here, so.
Well, in that, well, that's fine. You come and watch my live streams with a chance of winning some gems on a Wednesday, and then you come and play with me on my lot of the weekend. Happy days!
There you go.
But yeah. So you reckon you get 2 videos out of that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, well, yeah. I suppose we've done like a good couple of hours worth, so
yeah.
Are you still recording now? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
So what I'll do is I'll have one video that'll be like a basic tutorial, which was the first one, and then a specific mage tutorial for the second.
Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, I have some plans with this game. The dev is A, very generous, B, has a good idea of what a good game is. In this feels like I wish this magic system was in more games. Why has Dungeons of Eternity got this? Pointing a staff and pressing trigger. It's just like, you know, give me a spell book, which may be coming to this game. A spell book and a handful of spells, and then there's a little bit of a level of mastery to being a mage instead of point and shoot.
Right.
You know, if with archery and IDU it was just hold the bow and then press trigger, and the shots went straight and full powered every time. Well, there's no technique in it. Melee as well. If it was press a button, I mean, we can do that on flat screen, for Christ's sake. So, but yeah, I do very much enjoy this game. Yeah, it's a very good one.
Yeah, I like it.
A very good one. So, but yeah, I personally say with what you're doing at the moment, the more you play Melee, the more your meta progression will go up naturally. You can add. Well, let's have a quick look before you go, and I'll tell you how I play to kind of not speed up the progression to a point where you're done. I can do that for you. But if you put say, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 hours and you just want to get everything ground up to the end, come in and play with me and my lot. We can do it for you in about an hour, I reckon, get you up to top meta progression. And the other thing as well is with that exchanging owl, you can then, when you don't need it anymore, exchange the echoes, the blue that you get as part of the meta progression. You can exchange that for geodes, for your drip.
There you go.
So, but the ones that I would say you want to do on Melee is I would stay away. Have you got the list up?
Yeah.
Yep. So I would stay away from No Mercy because all blocks must be heavy blocks. That means you have to clash.
Right.
That when you're learning, or that can be quite tough going, and you also get slowed when you're hit, so you can't do the teleport back effectively, or you can't bring yourself out of range to recover, let your blade regenerate or your shield grow. I would say enemy ranged attacks, you want that at maximum. Sharpened blades, stay away from that one, and possibly sacrifice deadly projectiles. I think you should put on to maximum now, because as a melee fighter, you're either blocking them or, as you've already identified, taking the deflect skill to deflect them. So, and then what that should show at the top there is you're now earning 200% worth of echoes.
Yep, I see that. Yeah, with the deflect, doubles. I mean, hopefully that 200% damage gets returned, right?
No, I don't think it does. You'll have to tell me that. I've never really tried.
We'll find out.
I haven't really done. All I'm really concentrating on my melee class for at the moment is that's my warning workout now. The dual blades, as you've seen, is quite the bloody workout. Even the sword and shield, but it's the glaive for me, because the glaive moves up to a quarterstaff eventually,
right?
And that one's very physically demanding. I really enjoy that one. So. But yeah, have a play with those, and then you can increase your percentage of progression. So at the moment, you are doubling the speed of progression. You can get it up to 12,800%, which is a factor of a lot. A lot progression. 12,000. Yeah, well, yeah, it's like 12,000. Yeah. It's a lot of a percentage, but it basically means a couple of runs completed at 12,800, and you'll be finished with the meta progression before you know it. But like I say to people on Dungeons of Eternity, don't spoil the game for you. It's only a grind if you're not enjoying what you're doing. If you're enjoying what you're doing, keep doing it. When it becomes a grind, come talk to me.
That's why I quit playing WoW, is because of having to do the dailies all day, every day. I mean, I played for years and years and years, and finally in Shadowlands, I was done. I was done with the grind, and that was it.
You know, I never really got into any of the MMO scene, especially the subscription-based ones. And literally the reason for me was, I know myself, and I know that I would be my worst enemy in something that I have a subscription. For me, if I'm paying for a subscription of something, you better fucking believe that I'm going to get my money's worth. And that then means that I'd have to pour hours into it to make sure I feel like I've got my money's worth, which you have to do with those games anyway. And then all of a sudden, it's late nights, early mornings, work's got to come in somewhere between all of that, and so I never did them myself. I can appreciate them for what they are, but I in that circumstance, I'd want to buy a game and play it. The subscription thing in WoW is always what put me off, and I'm glad of it. you know, I've seen enough of it to know it. So. But yeah.
All right, man. I think it's time for me to go.
Yeah, no worries, dude. You crack on.
Thanks.
Yeah, go.
I was gonna say thank you so much for coming in and helping. I mean, it's
no worries, dude.
The lore exchange is super valuable. So.
Well, what I'm hoping this will allow you to do now is you can forge on having a little bit of that knowledge that you need to have in these sort of games at the start. Because if you don't, you just get hours deep and you end up with that frustration of, oh man, if I'd just been doing it this way.
Yeah.
And you know, there is an element of discovery within that, but I find that element of discovery is quickly, for me anyway, replaced with frustration. Oh, if I'd just done it, if I'd just known, you know, you could easily make a video out of what we've done of 10 things I wish I'd known I'd start playing on Ironstrike, you know, before I started playing Ironstrike, but standard bit. But yeah, cool, nice one. Right, well, I'll dissolve the lobby.
All right, man, thanks so much. I'll see you around.